Peppers is deep for the Giants. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
We'll call that a punt of 48 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here comes Peppers. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over.
41-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down, Barkley. And they're right past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To Sterling Shepard.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A 3-yard pick.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now Tua. And his throw here is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Returning is Peppers. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Giants.
Jones, off play action. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Very nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On second down now, Barkley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Third down.
Throwing Jones. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Nothing after one on EA Sports.
Giants 3, Chargers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Gallman. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Formation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Their own 44-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
First down carry for Barkley. Tackle made that time by Christian Sam.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, Jones. As he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in front Giant touchdown.
Darius Slayton.
Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here is Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
5-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 20-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, though. But I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. New York. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
49-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slim. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Giants.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Robert.
They attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jabal Sheard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, here's Tua. They'll let it go deep for Foster. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Robert Foster. Eric Berry there defensively.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Mike Batchley to kick off for the Chargers.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Gain of 9.
Got that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
For Giants 24, Chargers nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended 14.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Giant gets hosed. Down he goes. Xavier McKinney coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Tua. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
They controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
22 yards.
A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have that being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Deep down there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Complete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Flushed out right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Is good.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
10 at their own 20-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Dixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Chargers on 3rd down, an almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And they take a knee. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Bradley, 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots? How about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Quick pitch, complete. It's Dixon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man, it's Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Today's final score.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.